American, living in Germany for 7 years now. Here are my ABCs of Deutschland. Hey everyone, I'm Dana and you're watching Wanted Adventure Living Abroad. This past weekend, I saw that Chancellor Angela Merkel gave her ABCs of Germany, so I decided to do the same from my perspective. So here it is. A. Autobahn, the Alps, and Ausbildung. B. Bratwurst, bakeries, Brot, and beer. C. Carnival, castles, cobblestone streets, currywurst, and Christmas markets. D. Directness, many different dialects, and the dachshund. E. Exactness, being ecological, and the egg cooker. F. Fachwerkhäuser. I really love the Fachwerkhäuser here in Germany. They're so beautiful. Fireworks in the streets at New Year's, lots of fireworks. Fraktur, I often see signs written in Fraktur in Germany, and really fast checkout at the grocery stores. G. Gemütlichkeit, gummy bears or other gummy-shaped candy, and Glühwein. H. Honesty. If you ask a German a question, you'll often get a totally honest answer. They're often not really about beating around the bush or anything like that. Also, history. The country of Germany, as we know it today, may only exist since 1949, and with East Germany reunited since 1989, but the area of Germany has a much longer history, even going all the way back to the Roman Empire. I. Inquisitiveness and insurances. J. Junggesellenabschiedsfeier. I see these bachelor and bachelorette parties out in the streets in Germany all the time, especially right now in the summer. K. Kaffee und Kuchen, so coffee and cake, and Krapfen, which I mentioned in another one of my videos, has many names in German, but I went with Krapfen for this list. L. Loyal. Sometimes it can take a while to become friends with people in Germany, but once they really let you into their friendship, you've usually got a loyal friend for life. And Leberwurst. M. Mustaches. I have seen some of the most awesome, amazing mustaches in Germany. Meat is often eaten a lot here. And the last name Meyer is pretty common in Germany, also with several different spellings. N. Being neat. From what I've seen, Germany is often a pretty clean and neat place. And nudity. As I've mentioned in a few videos now, Germans are often pretty comfortable with the naked body. For example, having outside naked areas in some cities and having both men and women in the same sauna together. O. Order is important. For example, it really bothered Mr. German Man that when making this ABCs list, I started with something for D because I thought of something for D and I was planning to just kind of fill in the alphabet with whatever came to my mind first, rather than starting at the top with A and going in order down to Z. And Oktoberfest. P. Punctuality, pretzels, and valuing privacy. Q. Quality is important. Quark. I had never heard of quark until moving to Germany. And quiet Sundays. R. Rules. There are lots of rules in Germany, and people are pretty good about following them. And regional differences. I've learned that there are many regional differences around the country. S. Schadenfreude. Not because Germans particularly exhibit this trait, but because it's a word that has been used a lot in English lately. And in the US, we're like, wow, it's so amazing that Germans have a word for that. Also, soccer, Spargel, Schrebergärten, these little garden plots, and science. T. Traditions. U. Words with an umlaut. And the U-Bahn. I love the underground trains here in Germany and just the really great public transportation in general. V. Villages. Vereine. There are lots of clubs in Germany. And taking vacation. In August especially, lots of Germans take like 3 weeks of vacation, and I love it. It's so wonderful. W, wind turbines, windows. Germany has just amazing windows. You can tip them open or you can open them all the way. They're really great. Waldmeister flavor and Wurstsalat. X, X-ray. X-ray was actually the only word I could think of that started with an X. And hey, look at that, lucky for me. I found out that the X-ray was first detected by a German-Dutch scientist. So that was lucky. Then I have something for X. Y. Yeah, I couldn't think of anything for Y. And for Z, a phrase that I have heard many times here in Germany, es zieht, because many Germans don't like it when the wind blows through the house. So my question for you is, what are your ABCs of Germany, or the ABCs of the country where you live? But yeah, you don't have to feel obligated to do the whole alphabet. Please let me know in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. And also a really big thank you so much to our patrons on Patreon who help make these videos possible. Thank you so much for your support. If you would like to check out our Patreon page, you can find a link to that down in the description box below. Until next time, auf Wiedersehen. Just like that nice thing, like you've usually got a friend for life. Oh, and also Leberwurst. Kaffee und Kuchen. Fachwerkhäuser. I mixed Fraktur and Fachwerkhäuser. Thinking ecologically? No, being ecological. Carnival, castles.